Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review, and today's review is going to be on Studio Series Shockwave, the Voyager class version. Yes, 2 years after this little guy came out, he actually made a comeback as a Voyager class figure. So, yeah. So, was this worth the wait for a bigger version? Well, let's find out. So, let's start off with the box. So, of course, we've got the standard Studio Series packaging. Of course, we've got the standard window. We can see the figure from Transformers Bumblebee. Got a picture of Shockwave right there. Of course, he's number 110. Got his name right there. This side, I got a picture of Shockwave's singular mono eye. The other side, got a full-on picture of Shockwave. The back, I got him in both modes. Of course, big screen inspired. Cybertron falls like most other Cybertronian figures from the Bumblebee film Studio Series. And it says what he does in the film. Because, like, this guy did have at least, like, one speaking line in the film. With the backdrop we're going to look at now. And of course, it's just one of the many, like, bits of Cybertron. And, of course, the tank mode's not going to fit. This is more for robot mode, but still, these backdrops are kind of cool, but it's the kind of thing where you take the figure out you take the figure out the box, you put the figure on the display stand and admire the stand for like a few minutes, then you just never use the stand again. At least that's my experience. But for the actual figure, well, of course, it's Shockwave how he appears in the Bumblebee film, along with the vehicle mode that he never used, because he never transformed. He was a cameo character. But, of course, this is some sort of H-Tank, and, well, in my review of the Core Class version, I said that this was meant to be based on the Dark of the Moon vehicle mode, which I think is actually wrong. I think this is actually meant to be based on Prime Shockwave's vehicle mode. Like, if I do a side-by-side on the two, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is actually based on Prime Shockwave's alternate mode. Because we have the feet at the front here, like the arms at the back. Yeah, this is pretty much meant to be based on Prime Shockwave. So, yeah. But still, I really like this alternate mode. Like, it really gives off that Cybertronian vibe. And, well, maybe with some fiddling, you could get him into that little spider tank mode that Cyberverse Shockwave is. I don't know. But still, I love this H-Tank mode. So looking at the details, of course, these are meant to be the legs, but we got the front treads here. And we do have some rolling wheels. So that's already one up over Concept Art Megatron, because he didn't have rolling wheels for tank mode. Of course, we got the front bit. And of course, that's meant to be his chest. The back, which are going to be the arms. These are the back treads. And we got some more wheels. We have what's not a Decepticon insignia. We'll get more to that in robot mode. Got these nice little pylons, which look pretty cool. And we have the actual cannon, which which is attached by a hose in this version, because he actually did have the hose in the film. And yeah, that's just made out of rubber. Not sure about the longevity of this, but for now it's fine. I'm sure they've improved over G1 Shockwave's rubber hose. And can this thing take blast effects? No! Like, the tip here is a bit too small. So, blast effects just fall off. Unless you stretch the thing and like really wedge it in there. But then, yeah, you're stretching the blast effect then. So, it's safer to say that, no, this doesn't take blast effects. But still, this is a really cool looking vehicle mode. I mean, sure, he didn't transform in the film, but maybe he will in Transformers 1. Maybe he'll have this vehicle mode. I don't know. Kind of hope that he does, because I love this vehicle mode for Shockwave. If anything, I think I kind of prefer this over Siege Shockwave's vehicle mode, because that was just his little gun mode turned upside down. And why did they keep doing that? Turning a gun mode upside down for some sort of submarine mode. Just do a tank mode like this. So, yeah. Overall, I really like this. The little wheels, can it roll? Well, sort of. Of course, it's not going to, like, roll really quickly like a car can, but you can still roll slowly if you do this. So, yeah. Yeah, normally I'd mention the accessories. The accessories are the gun and the hose, so I guess I can quickly take these off to show you. Yeah, it's pretty much the arm cannon that Shockwave has in the film. Got a little port here which can fold down for whatever reason. And if we take off the hose, which this is actually quite tricky to do. There we go. And this can also fold down. So, yeah, there's that. And yeah, the hose just plugs right into here. And the other end plugs right into here. And then this port right here, there's a post on top. And then that just goes into here. So, yeah. Definitely prefer this over what the core class does, because what the core class does is it just turns the head around and then that plugs into the head. And seeing how we got the core class out, how does it look next to the core class figure? Well, already I'm definitely preferring the shade of purple that the Voyager has. That's a much better shade of purple. Like, it's definitely coming across much better on camera, because this looks more like black here. This looks more like Radio Shack Shockwave on camera here. This looks more like black. But the purple in this is a lot more vibrant. We can see that the guns here look sort of different. This looks way more screen accurate. Of course, the hands are not showing on the Voyager, neither is the head. Overall, the Voyager looks way more accurate, because of course, it's a bigger figure. They've got more budget to do stuff with, whereas this, I mean, come on. The head's literally showing there. In fact, there's no hose in this version either. Although maybe you could do it a makeshift hose, so, like, just get us a bit of string or something. I don't know. But yeah, overall, I think I'm definitely liking the Voyager a lot more. But how about the robot mode? Well, to start off the transformation, I'm just going to unhook this. And one plus that the Voyager has over the core classes, thanks to the hose, the gun can just stay on during transformation, so I'll try and keep this on. Hopefully it doesn't whack into the camera. But I'm just going to stand the thing up on its feet. Okay, my Lego stand just broke, which I've, of course, just edited out, but continuing the transformation, just going to undo this bit. Untap the chest section here, get that out. Move this down. Get the head up. Get the legs down. Just tap the chest in. Untap the shoulders. Like so. Rotate the forearm. Open up the forearm. I can actually get my fingernail in there. There we go. Flip out the hand. So again, open up the forearm. And then with the hose and the gun, you can see what the hose goes into here. We can just move this around and have this form the gun. Because of course Shockwave normally has the... Well, Shockwave normally has the arm cannon. There we go. And here we have Shockwave in robot mode. And compared to Concept Art Megatron, that transformation feels like a rescue bot or a one-step changer. Because that is nice and simple. Like, of course, most of the steps are the same as the core class. Just with some more steps, like getting the hands out and the way that the head transforms. But seriously, if I had to choose between transforming this guy and Concept Art Megatron, I am transforming this guy. Like, I know Concept Art Megatron could do a bunch of fan modes, but just the way that this guy can transform, like, really easily, it's really satisfying, too. And, like, the resulting robot mode, now, that is Shockwave. The resulting robot mode looks really good. Like, just having a 360, we can see the hose, which, of course, this was in the film, but it also homages the hose that the original Shockwave had, and in fact, I forgot a step. It's also meant to flip the treads around. There we go. But yeah, this also homages the hose that the original G1 Shockwave toy had, which decomposed like really yeah, let's just hope that this one doesn't decompose like the G1 Shockwave toy. But the back, really clean. Got some ports if you want to plug this on the other hand. And I suppose I should address this. If you'll focus on it. If you see the right forearm, he's got an Autobot insignia on it. And a lot of people, when this guy first came out, were really confused. Why does he have that? Is this a mistake? Did he mean to do that? Actually, yes. This is intentional. No, he's not a former Autobot. The reason that he has this is because, well, of course, the Cybertron scene was sort of made up on the spot because script changes and all that. So most of the CGI models for that scene were just cobbled together from each other. So Shockwave's model was, I guess, made up from some sort of Autobot. Like he reused the forearm from an Autobot or something. Hence why he's got this insignia. Like, the reason that he has this is so it's accurate to the CGI model, which actually did have this insignia, which was some sort of animation mistake. So it's trying to be accurate to the CGI model, which is why he has the Ultimate insignia. Oh my god. That is hilarious. I love that. Not even the core class has that. Like, it's not even focusing, but yeah, the core class doesn't even have that. So the fact that this guy has it is actually hilarious. I mean, you could come up with some sort of headcanon as to why there's an Ultimate insignia right on the forearm. Maybe it's like a little kill count thing, like he killed an Autobot. I don't know. Or maybe he can also disguise his long arm in this universe. I don't know. Point is, it's meant to reference the CGI model, which did have that insignia. And the reason that the CGI model had that insignia was because it was cobbled together from a bunch of stuff. So the CGI model had that just as a sort of... Like, the CGI model had that as a mistake. And the toy is just trying to be accurate to that. So the toy doesn't have it as a mistake. The CGI model does. But still, that is hilarious. Okay. Rant over. Let's talk about the head. And of course, it's a standard Cyclops Shockwave eye. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show this off. Well, unfortunately, no, but this guy actually does have light piping. You see there? That's where light's going to shine through. So, if you do have some light, then, well, you can sort of see it there. This guy does have light piping, which is, again, amazing. And of course, we've got the accessory, which is already on him. It's the arm cannon, which he never took off in the film because he was only on screen for like, what, 10 seconds? But still, this is pretty cool. And if you don't want him holding it, then it just can't come off. And the hose can come off too, because these are separate pieces. But then, well, there's nowhere to store these. But then he's got 2 arms. So, yeah. But this leads to the articulation, because, I mean, I can't really show the articulation with a huge freaking cannon right in the arm. So, head can go side to side. Can't really look up and down, but yeah, it can go side to side. Arm can, of course, do a full 360. Can T-pose, and these are ratchet joints, or foot ratchets. This is something that people have bitched about. There's no bicep swivel. I mean, the core class had it. I can show it off. Like, see, there's a swivel at the elbow, and then there's a swivel at the bicep. So the core class has it, but the Voyager doesn't have it. I mean, there's even upgrade kits to give him a bicep swivel. So, but he still has an elbow swivel, so if you want to just do that, then there you go. But yeah, that's a bit poopy. But at least he still has a waist swivel. Of course, he's got elbows and a wrist rotation. You can kick forward. Can kick back. He's got knees. You can do the splits. You can do that if you want. I don't know why you'd want him to do that, but there you go. So right there, below the knee. Well, he's swiveled right there at the knee. Belly in the ankle pivot, and the foot can move down. So, yeah. And just reattaching the hose and the cannon. Yeah, you can get him posing just like the film. Just like he was posing and like he was posing like this and it was all, "Don't let him escape," or something like that. Like, here is the CGI model, so you can see what I mean. Probably don't have 100% accurate, so I was just going by memory, but still, it's something like this. I'll have to pose more accurate when I do the thumbnail photo. Now, something I've yet to mention, this guy's got some really nice battle damage details. Like, you can see some right here on the shins, some on the chest here. It's actually really cool looking. And the core class doesn't have that. Speaking of which, let's do a comparison with said core class. And honestly, give me the Voyager class any day. Like, this guy was cool, but this guy looks really cool compared to this guy now. Although, if you still prefer this guy, they are doing a little core class Starscream to go with him at least, so. But yeah, I definitely prefer the Voyager Shockwave. To the point where I think this has become one of my favorite Studio Series figures. Because this guy just looks really nice. He poses really cool. I like the way that this can stay on during transformation. And, well, he even looks really cool with the backdrop. Now, of course, I still do have complaints, like a bicep swivel, obviously. But there are, like, third-party upgrade kits that remedy that. But as I said before, I don't do upgrade kits. But, But are there any other complaints? Honestly, not that I can think of. Like, this is... Like, they really nailed it with this guy. Like, if he had bicep swivels, I think he'll be nearly perfect. So, yeah. So, do I recommend this guy? Absolutely. This is one of my favorite Studio Series figures now, as I said. And for the Cybertronian and Bumblebee figures, I think this is one of the best. Like, his vehicle mode actually worked compared to Soundwave's, for example. He looks intimidating. And just, come on, it's Shockwave. Shockwave is one of my favorite characters. Like, dude, come on. So, yeah. Now, if you still aren't sold on this guy and you still just prefer the core class, then, I mean, okay, more power to you. It's just, I think the core class is pretty much obsolete now. But there is a little Starscream that goes with that core class Shockwave if you still want that. But honestly, I think this is the definitive version of this guy for me now. So, yeah, I absolutely recommend this guy. So, this has been my review on Studio Series Voyager class Shockwave. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.